Hi everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Alexandra and I am on a journey of educating myself around sustainable fashion and sustainable sewing, and I'm taking you with me. Welcome. For the past few weeks I have looked into sustainable fabric. It has been a lot of fun and I am gonna share all of the information with you right now in this video. Here is what I've learned. There isn't such thing as sustainable fabric. Every single piece of fabric that gets created comes at a cost to the planet we inhabit, which oftentimes is a lot more expensive than what we pay for. So bear that in mind. There is not such thing as sustainable fabric. There is such thing as more sustainable than others. Number two. The fabric you have, the fabric I have, is the most sustainable fabric because we've already bought it, it's in our hands. So let's use it, let's make the most of it, and let's not feel the pressure to go and buy sustainable fabric and discard of our already existing fabric. That's not the point of this video. Okay, so how do we classify what's a sustainable fabric and what's not a sustainable fabric? Basically, experts look at the life cycle of fabric, how it's birthed and how it goes to die. If it's birthed in a sexy, beautiful way that is respectful to the planet, then that's good. And if it dies and goes to fabric heaven in a really gentle manner and it doesn't haunt us for years, that's good. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, 5 fabrics that are sustainable and really good. Here we go. Number 1 is cotton. Cotton comes from a fluffy plant and it is 100% biodegradable, which means once it dies, it goes away peacefully. Cotton gets split up into 3 categories. You've got your traditional cotton, and you've got organic cotton, and then you've got recycled cotton. Out of all of that cotton, recycled cotton is the best. Mainly because traditional cotton uses a lot of water and a lot of pesticides, and that is not good. I was really shocked to find out that 1 kilo of cotton requires 20,000 liters of water. Now that is a lot. That is years and years of just humans drinking water, so that's not good. Organic cotton uses less water and less pesticides, and then recycled cotton basically takes cotton that is already in existence, turns it into new cotton, which reduces the water and the pesticides, and also it means that the clothes that are headed to landfill are salvaged and get turned into something new, which is amazing. Right, moving on to number 2, hemp. This is a fabric I didn't know anything about it, but when I started learning about it, I was like, dude, you're so cool. It is considered marijuana's sober sister, so this is not the same as marijuana. It is obviously derived from a plant, it is 100% biodegradable. It requires less water than cotton. So you know how I've mentioned that 1 kilo of cotton takes about 20,000 liters of water? Well, hemp only takes 500 liters of water per kilo of hemp, so that's so much better. It actually fertilizes the soil it lives in, which is so cool, and it is a high yield crop, so you get 2 to 3 times more crop per hectare than you'd get with cotton. Some criticism to hemp is that it wrinkles easily. Also, it's quite expensive because there's quite a lot of stigma attached to hemp. A lot of people think it is marijuana. Well, it's not marijuana. Supply levels are low because demand levels are low, making it expensive. Right, so the next one is linen. I already love linen, so when I read more about how sustainable it is, I loved linen even more. Linen comes from a plant called flax, which was wild to me because I put flax seeds in my pancakes, so that's wild. When unprocessed, linen is 100% biodegradable. It grows in rough soil, so you don't need no fancy soil for linen. It also uses minimal water and pesticides. The whole plant is used, so there is no waste. The problem with linen is that it comes out in earthy tones, so a lot of people opt for bleaching it and dyeing it, which is when it messes up with its ability to become biodegradable. And another fun fact about linen is that if it's 100% pure, it can start to decompose in 2 weeks. Ta-da! Now that doesn't mean that you're walking on the street feeling cute and flirty in your dress and all of a sudden that dress disappears. That would be weird. It's just, you know, if you follow the process, it decomposes so quickly and it's cool. That's amazing. Let's go to the fabric I knew least about, and that is tencel lyocell. Okay, so tencel isn't as sustainable as linen or recycled cotton or hemp, mainly because it uses a lot of energy to produce tencel. So you have to take a tree, you have to chop it up, and then you have to chop it up even more to make it tiny particles. Then you have to mix those particles with a dissolving agent, which creates a sticky solution. Now that solution gets pushed through spinners, which creates the fiber. That fiber needs to be washed and dry, and then it needs to be spun into yarn, and then it can be woven into fabric. So you can see there's a lot of layers, and a lot of people say, well, if you use fossil fuel to produce this fabric, how sustainable is that? However, tencel is a lot more sustainable than other fabrics such as viscose or rayon, because tencel chooses to use wood that is responsibly sourced, unlike viscose that apparently uses endangered species and ancient forests. Also, in the chemical process, the agent that they use to dissolve the pulp is actually used over and over again, which means it doesn't get discharged into the environment. So I hope that helps you understand tencel a bit more. Okay, so number 5 is wool. Wool comes from an animal called sheep, so it is not plant derived. However, it is 100% biodegradable. It is a robust and hard wearing fiber. It can have lots of lifetimes. Something made out of wool can last you apparently 20 to 30 years, which is amazing. The process of turning the fleece into wool is pretty straightforward. You shear the sheep, you wash the fleece, and then you spin it, and then you either knit it or you weave it. So wool sounds like a really good fiber, right? However, there is questions around the ethical practice of shearing a sheep. I thought sheep were just getting a haircut. However, it sounds like when they're shearing the sheep, they get really close to the skin, and sometimes they even cut the skin to ensure that the sheep are protected from fly strike. However, that's quite painful for the sheep, and there's often no anesthetic involved, which is cruel. That's that. With organic wool, the standard is higher, so you only get certified as organic by ensuring that the environment in which you're growing your animals and the people and how you treat the animals is at a high standard, so that's better. However, the more sustainable option is recycled wool. With recycled wool, you use the wool already in existence, and also you're protecting clothes from ending into the landfill, which is all good. I think I'm gonna stop here because I feel like otherwise we're gonna get really nerdy and this video is gonna go really long. But how cool is to find out all of this information about fabric? I feel like learning about it has made me feel more empowered to buy clothes or to buy fabric for making my own clothes, and I hope you feel the same way. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, because you know I'm a chill person. I would like for you to subscribe. Do it. Guys, I'm so happy I filmed this video. Okay, it feels like I did good. I'm gonna go and edit it. I hope you have a good day, good week. I'm gonna try and get my life together this week. Honestly, my house is a mess. I need to buy some furniture. I need to get it ready for Christmas. I'm already stressed about Christmas because I'm like, I just want to have a cozy house, but I need more artwork. I need a coffee table. I need some cushions. I need so much. Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm working on this week. And also, can you just let me, like, this is so random, but I've made this wall hanging, and like I look at it sometimes and I think, wow, that's pretty. But then sometimes I look at it and it's like, what the heck is this? So I can't make up my mind whether this is pretty or just ugly. Let me know what your thoughts are. I feel like I can ask you because you're my friends. Sending lots of love. Have just a great week and see you hopefully next week. Bye.